Well, back to reality, Nina.
Are you there, Nina? Darling? Hello?
I'm here, Mum. Are you okay?
I'm fine, darling. How are you getting on down there? Are the models all packed up?
Oh, no. I've made a good start, though.
I hope you haven't just been playing around. The hours you and Bob used to spend making his models while he told you all those old stories.
All right, come on, Nina. Let's do one more box. Oh, yeah. I remember the story that went with this one. Bob imprisoned by the dreaded Captain Kenred. There's the cage. Now we need the prisoner. Where are you, Bob?
Papa, when you first met Mum, did she like you right away?
Well, not instantly.
What about you? Was it love at first sight?
But to understand that story, you must hear how I escaped the bloodthirsty Budmer pirates. But first, we need a fearsome pirate ship. Pass me the clue.
Now you're mine, Bob!
Cried Captain Kenred with a hideous laugh.
Soon you will be in the clutches of the Kraken!
We'll see about that, said Bob.
Uncanny impression, Bob. You really nailed the hideous laugh.
Captain Kenred? Did you hear that? That is,
You tell her, Papa. They say you're a fine sailor, Bob. But I didn't know you were a storyteller.
My greatest story is yet to come, Kenred. The tale of how I escaped the Bonne Mare and bested a captain.
So there. I'd heard you were a wit as well. I see the stories were half right. I hope you're ready to work, Bob. You don't have to be in one piece to scrub grog pots. And if you work hard, we'll put you back together. Curse you, Kenred.
You cannot keep me from my quest, Kenred. I shall find Libertalia.
Libertalia. Bob, no one ever gets to Libertalia. Don't you know that? Oh, don't tell me that that's what you're all about. The land of perfect freedom? I searched for it too, Bob. There's no such place. Like I said, if you stay here and work, we'll put you back together. Look, I've got to go. I never let my men carouse without me. Bad form.
Well, yes, that would be bad form. A noble sentiment. Perhaps if we were not mortal adversaries, we could have been shipmates.
Right, sure. Libertalia. Ah.
So, there I was, captive of a cruel, yet strangely compelling pirate captain.
So, how did you get out of her clutches?
This would be my greatest escape yet. I was sure I could get one hand free.
There you go.
In a cage nearby, I could see the claw my old rival had given me. I had to unlock the cage. I was sure I wouldn't need that claw. Now things were coming together. My head had got me into this mess. Now my head would have to get me out.
Yeah, no one takes a piece out of old Bob.
Yes, yes. Our hero was back in one piece. Now, to escape. They had put me in the hold. Like common cargo, I had to unlock the door. The door was locked, naturellement. Ha! Sailor, storyteller, escapologist. Is there anything Bob can't do?
Is that a spare Bob head?
The secret passage, this old thing? I can't wear this around the place.
All your models always had a little secret trapdoor somewhere, didn't they? No wonder you always escaped in your stories.
Shh, little shipmate. We're trying to escape, remember? Through the porthole, I spied my boat, Le Téméraire. The scurvy dogs had commandeered him. Nothing for it, I had to commandeer him back. The ship was in some disrepair. I had to fix the elevator control to go up.
What did Captain Kenrid mean when she said she'd put you back together?
Well, perhaps Kenred was not quite as fearsome and cruel as a reputation. Formidable, to be sure. I wondered where the elevator led. One way to find out. The engine room. What a beast. Getting to the other side would take every ounce of my cunning. Again, Bob must climb, ever upwards. If only I still had a climbing hook. Now we could make progress. So, I would need to repair another of the pirates' machine. The feared one mare was falling apart. The parts I needed would not be far away. In better shape than I found it. Courage, Bob. Keep moving forward. How could I get across the gap?
All these moving parts. Why did he build these models and tell these stories over and over? Is this why you like building models? Because you're always fixing machines.
Ah, yes. Again, I was fixing the pirate's ship for them. Looked like I needed several cogs. There would be spare cogs somewhere inside the ship's giant machine. There must be a loose cog somewhere inside this big engine. I'm sure I could find spare cogs inside the engine. The bowels of this ship were like a maze, but I couldn't follow my nose. There should be one last cog laying around. Where can it be? I was starting to smell fresh sea air. I was nearing the upper decks. At last, I reached the crew area. My escape was getting dangerous, but nothing would keep me from my quest for true freedom. Ah, the captain's cabin. Kenred said she, too, had searched for Libertalia. Perhaps there were clues. Legend said that to enter Libertalia, you must sacrifice a great treasure. If Kenred gave up on the quest, perhaps her treasure was still here. Chest had to contain Kenred's great treasure. I had to find the key, and quickly. An experienced treasure hunter, I made quick work of the search. Kenred's treasure, a mystical jewel egg. This would get me to Libertalia. Proverbial fib. Treasure hunter in the night. I was gone. Was the egg in my... On the upper decks, state-of-the-art security. No surprise with the treasure I'd found. I'd need an extra pair of hands to access the control room.
Shipping and piracy. This is the shipping and piracy forecast. So whether I outdo you law-abiding lovers, the first mate of the fearsome Captain Kenred has been sighted ashore in the Moon Lagoon. Remember, the senior crew of the dreaded Lost Bear can be identified by the tattoos on their hands.
It was clear this ship had far too many spare hands on deck. Kenred had told me about the cruise party. With all of them sleeping like stones, I could safely explore their quarters. I would need a safe pair of hands.
I remember asking if you had any tattoos, Papa.
Your mother has forbidden me to answer that. There, on the deck, my ship, Le Téméraire. Looks like they had already repaired him. Done a nice job, too. My ship was in dry dock. I had to use the crane to move it. If I wanted to control the crane, I had to become the crane. There, in the corner, a winch system which would free the Téméraire. If I could slide him off to it, I would have to move those big cargo containers out of the way first.
always got there in the end, Papa.
But why did you make such complicated models?
Life is complicated. I can't just walk over. How do I get myself to the boat? Now, how do I reach the boat? Traveling in style. Le téméraire. How I've missed you, Mamie. Escape was at hand, but then my heart stopped. Who should leap aboard Le Téméraire but...
Captain Kenred. Not so fast, Bob. You have something in mind.
Kenred, don't try to stop me. This treasure will grant me passage into Libertalia.
You're a fool, Bob, and you don't know what you're playing with. The Kraken's egg is a magical link that can't be broken. Give me the egg.
You are an egg. Ha!
You're an idiot. Bob, that is not some treasure. It's a responsibility. And frankly, you don't seem the responsible type.
I am Bob, you beguiling buccaneer, and I will be the one to reach Libertalia. Kenred! The Kraken's egg. It's split in half. And Kenred... You see, Nina, when you have met a warsy opponent, victory, she's not always so sweet.
Damn, Papa. I'd forgotten that part. And the sound the Kraken made? Not exactly Saturday morning cartoon stuff. No wonder Mum was always annoyed at your stories.
Nina, darling, are you there?
Hi, Mum. How are you feeling?
You must be nearly finished packing up your father's stuff. I'm so glad you're taking it on, darling. I just never could face it.
It's okay, Mum. I feel like I'm connecting with him. You know, I was so young.
Hello? I'm sorry. The nurse is here. Who is this?
You were telling me about Bob, Mum.
Vous avez dû faire un faux numéro. Bob? Non, désolé, personne ne te l'a dit. Bob est parti.
It's okay, Mum. I know. Bob isn't around anymore. God, she's just slipping away. Right, come on. Let's box some stuff up. Let's do the weird little room at the back. I can't put it off anymore.